Hey guys, Yug from Team Super 77477. Today, we'll be talking about Booleans and if statements. So let's start off with the basics. So let's create an integer. Make that integer called first and set that equivalent to 1. Now, let's create another one. Create a Boolean and set the name to second. Here we go. Now this can only be equivalent to either true or false. So let's make our Boolean name second true. There we go. Now that we got that done, let's test if it works. So system, the way we're going to do that is by printing it out. So let's print it out. There we go. And now write the name of your Boolean. So it's called second. There we go. Now it should be printing true. But what if second is called false? We will be getting printed out false. Give it a second. There we go. Now it's false. So let's try something a bit harder. So we've created the integer first. So let's write first is equivalent. So first is equivalent. The way to do that is you want two equal signs. There you go. And first is equivalent to 1. So we should be getting true because we put first is equivalent to 1 on our Boolean. There we go. But when we put first is equivalent to 2, we should be getting false. There we go. Now that we know a bit more about how Booleans and how they work, let's write our very own program. So, let's call this program worlds. So, let's say, call your Booleans. So, Boolean, and let's say this is the number of worlds we passed. So, passed world. There we go. Set that equal to true. There we go. Now, create another Boolean for your missed world. There we go, and set that equivalent to false, since you're missing the world. There you go. Now, let's create a Boolean to check if we passed every single one of the worlds we are going to make. So, Boolean pass. Actually, we create another Boolean called pass worlds. So, let's call it all worlds. Let's just call it that. Set that equal to false. We'll go along with that later. So, now let's create our if statements to check if the Booleans are true or false. So, we want to type if past world here we go, if past world we want to write, there we go. So once after that, you want to print it out. So system dot out dot print line I passed my first world. There we go. So now copy that and paste it. Oh, paste it. There we go. I just changed first to second. There we go. Now do the same thing. So far we've created 3 worlds, which should be enough. Let's switch first to third again. There we go. Now we should there we go. I passed my first world, my second world, and my third world. But remember, we created another one called all worlds. So to do this, to figure out how many, if we pass all worlds. Okay, so in order to do this, we need to create an integer. So int, let's call that world number. There we go. Now that we've created that, let's set the world number to here. Oh, we forgot to set it. Okay, so set the world number to 0 for now. And then go in each one of your worlds and say world number equal to, and set that equal to world number plus 1. There we go. Now do that with all of your worlds. Once you've done this, your world number should come out to 3. So, let's give this a run, shall we? Okay. So now let's run this. Now, it's not printing because we haven't added a print statement. So, system.out.println world number. But before we print our world number, let's add something to it. Let's say, in quotations, let's say I passed and then put a space plus, I'll put world number plus 3 worlds. There we go. Now put a semicolon and then look what happens. There we go. Now we've got I passed 3 worlds. Or just put a space so it's more understandable. Now we got I passed 3 worlds. Okay, now that we've done our integer, we now can count all worlds. So, create an if all worlds. So, if world number is equal to 3, make it print. Actually, don't let it print. Make all worlds true. Okay. Now, now it should work. Although we are getting an error over here. Why could that be? Okay. So instead of doing this, the error is you need to make world number equivalent to 3. So then it will show if world number is equal to 3, then it will set all worlds equivalent to true. And there we go. Now we need to print this out. So, in order to print this, write system. Before we do that, we need to write an if statement for it so it can print. So write if and put all worlds put the curly brackets, then write a print statement. And now you should be getting a print. But before that, let's write whatever you want. Let's say, yay, I passed all the worlds. There we go. Now, our program should be fully functional. There we go. Nice job. You learned a lot about Booleans and if statements today. Hope you learned a lot.